Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here, back again with Back to the Future the game. Now I have to start off by letting you guys know that this is going to be a weird episode because I actually filmed this episode, the last episode, as well as the next episode all in one go. So episode 4, 5, and 6 I did all together, but for whatever reason, episode 5, the original version that I did, actually got deleted, or it was corrupted, so I had to delete it because I couldn't save it. So I'm basically keeping myself within the boundaries of episode 4 and what I have already filmed for episode 6. So I don't know how long of an episode this will end up being, since I actually know the answers and I'm not going to be walking around like an idiot, which will definitely pick back up in the next episode, I promise you that. But since I know the answers, it'll be a much faster episode, but I will still go through all the dialogue options so you guys can hear all the different stuff that ends up happening. So I think I did all of this stuff in the last one.
Mind if I look around it?
No.
Like I had to play through, I had to literally play through the entire game as well to get back to this point because of where I was at. I'd saved it, and so I've officially learned the lesson of saving in multiple save points in case something like this happens. So I'm probably going to actually start doing that now, because stuff like that happens. This is actually both games that I've done today, because I did Bayonetta earlier because I had to redo like an hour and a half worth of content because those didn't have sound on them. So I had to redo those. Fortunately, Bayonetta lets you just choose whatever level you want, so it's a little bit different. I think in the last one I had it set up, so I had to
huddle up, Emmett. Huddle?
Okay,
Just let...
No. Actually, you know what? We'll do something a little different because there was something I was curious about before. Like that.
Yeah.
Can I have a bowl of soup?
And I'm really trying to remember what I did or did not do. And I think I had the soup already in the last episode. Like, I really just went through everything. Like, I skipped talking to people and all sorts of stuff.
What kind of soup is this? I was gonna...
Hadn't been restocked.
Let's see.
I'm hoping that that was in the last... I didn't actually check what dialogue was in there, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I went through these.
Giving the soup a little
these
heat,
two things.
maybe?
I remember I chose
cold?
2 of them.
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Ah, heck. You got moxie, kid.
Moxie.
Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
So... Right. So what I want to test... Well, you guys will see what I want to test if it changes from what I'm thinking it is. That's what I wanted to test. I'm like, something's gonna happen. Okay. I just wanted to test that to see if it actually did do something, because initially, like from the last episode when I did that, I was like, I wonder what would happen if I did it. I didn't think it would be like some Donkey Kong style stuff where it just went straight down and it was almost perfect, which is kind of funny actually. But I did want to see what would happen right there, so I will have him set this up because it actually matters. Okay, did that.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open.
Get Emmett.
Emmett. Yes?
Boom.
Emmett. Oh, still. Well,
I really hope I didn't mess this up because I did go through them, but I guess technically I wasn't listening to the dialogue because I was just like, all right, I did this, I did that, and I was trying to like shoot through it. And now I can't remember. Trying to think.
there's no way I'm gonna keep that door open.
And now I don't remember how long it took him, or like what I was doing while he was there. Also, I figured out some fairly useful content, actually.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried
Got chili powder. Nothing
salt?
wrong with a little salt.
Salt? What do you think? It's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
There's never anything wrong with a little bit of salt. It's amazing that the salt is inside the chili powder, but you know, whatever. Okay. No. And now I really can't remember what I did. But some of the things I learned while going through this whole new gameplay, which I'm going to switch back to when I get to the right point, because I'm going to have to play, since I'm going through redoing the whole game, I'm going to have to go back and play through the other stuff that I got through in episode 6 as well, because I didn't save when I was there, because I wasn't allowed to save, because it was a very specific point. So I'm gonna have to switch back, and I want to switch back just in case.
Eureka!
That's what it was. Okay, so simple, just leave. I don't even.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So I'm gonna switch back because this is the type of game where the little stuff matters, I guess. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's not. I know it's not The Walking Dead, so it's not like every option is like life or death type stuff. But just in case something comes back,
I still think the
like
soup
the
needs
name
more
thing,
flavor.
I'm sure that doesn't matter really, but it does come up more than one time. So I want to make sure I'm careful with stuff like that. Plain and simple.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr.
Feel like I
Donnelly.
skipped.
You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I skipped like all of the talking I did with her and sending her off, which was totally useless, by the way.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
And so we do this, we just head on out. So that's the only thing I wish I could give you guys my initial experience with it, but it's kind of just useless. Like, I always hate that. I always think like I'd love to still use my initial episodes, but I'd have to do so much work to make that happen. And I did it one time when the game footage was messed up. It was a lot like the Bayonetta thing I dealt with earlier with my 420 Blaze and stuff. I went back for that part 1.
Hey, Miss
and put
Strickland.
all of
Hello,
that
Mr.
audio back
Corleone.
in, and it was
Try not to
just
draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business
insane.
say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions, not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
A lady never spits. Nor does a gentleman. Just don't spit on people. Or just spit in general. People don't want to see people spit.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums
Like
and
one
turning
letter
them
off,
into former
really bad,
hopeless
but 3
drunken
S's.
bums. I'm one
Angel
of the founding
beats.
members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met
Sorry
in
if
the
you don't get that
cellar of the
reference, by
Sisters
the
of
way.
Mercy soup kitchen, but for some
It's an
reason the new
anime.
managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Okay.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley
Yeah.
Orphanage, the St.
Okay,
Francis
I
of
definitely
Zane.
did that already.
I got a book.
Oh, where?
Hey, Miss Strickland.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, hello, Mr.
exit out of
Corleone.
that.
I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
Okay.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh, where?
I'm just gonna go through all of
You
these.
can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
I know a place where the...
Uh,
You can meet over there in the jailhouse. I think they have an empty cell.
No, the jailhouse has bad associations for some of the Stay Soberites.
I know...
Oh?
You can meet in the speakeasy. The one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
and the
I know a
actual
place where the
answer,
Stay...
Oh?
which kind of blew my mind. I was surprised this is the answer the first time because
The Brown residence.
I'm just
You
throwing
mean
that
Judge
junk
Brown's
out there.
place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his
I was
place
also a
out
little
for,
confused
you
at
know, good
first.
causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett
I don't know
we
why that's funny to
accept.
me.
And the offer couldn't have
Just
come at
needs
a
a
better
month.
moment. It's almost time for the meeting to begin.
I got a book.
I got a book.
Now, if I can remember what to do next. Oh, yes, this. I can run. I can run. I just didn't know that because apparently, I guess I didn't realize the exclamation point told me that. When I first went back in time, it tells you that. Also, I figured out that X takes me to my items and Y takes me to hints. Boom. Probably could have figured that out if I just thought about it initially, but... Oh, okay.
We'll
I
get
remember.
that subpoena. My name is...
Michael?
Corleone.
Yeah.
I should have chose a different name since I was going back just to have the other name come up, but I wanted to keep things as simple as I possibly could and keep it as similar
honey,
as I could.
come here for a
so
sec,
the
boy.
dialogue would kind of stay consistent.
Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Yeah, see, like this is
Where's
gonna
he
be
going?
Only one way
yeah,
to
I'm only
find
like
out.
13 minutes, so it's gonna be a much shorter episode because there really isn't that much to do outside of get the dialogue options. Because I was walking around like crazy, of course, like a moron. Like, what do I do? And then it finally dawned on me. Like, I didn't even look at the hand.
Deja vu.
It was just like I saw Einstein and I was like, dogs. They can find people, and it finally clicked. Like, it took forever for me to get that.
Need
but
any help?
Just poof.
Never mind.
I finally just understood. Nope, nope, nope.
Thanks for bringing us here, boy. We'll take it from here.
Also, for anyone who didn't get why he said deja vu, this is Edna Strickland's place in the future. How like so much fancier than it does in the beginning of the game.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know. Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
I'm
Still
your
through everything.
mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time.
Wish I can skip over some of this stuff.
What now?
Do, do.
I'll give it back to him after
Right,
I give him the
forgot about that.
subpoena.
I actually thought that was one of the talking options, but oh, it's not. Oh wait. Oh wait.
I don't need to push it again. Arthur's already there.
And that I'd never done before. Nope.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
A subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
Oh, right. I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some
Every
other
time I hear him say
time.
that, it's just funny to me. Sorry. I wish I could skip this. I was actually wrong. I can't.
What?
That's all I could skip out of that whole thing.
It's me again. We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave.
Sorry.
Sorry. Some other time.
I really don't know why that gets me. It just sounds so funny to me. Sorry.
What?
Such a weird thing to let me skip, and it's just like it's
me
just him with
again.
his mouth open,
Please
so
come
it just
down.
looks funny.
Why?
We represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I have like a real issue with that. I don't know why. All right, one last thing. I believe there's like one more thing that I could actually show him.
What now?
Wait, no.
Arthur's already a little freaked out. I think showing him a picture of his yet-to-be-born son could turn him into a vegetable.
So that. I don't think I even ever did this before.
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a book full of all the things he hasn't invented yet.
Okay. So that was new for me, too. See no reason for any of this stuff. This is probably my favorite one.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
But he was just gonna throw a subpoena up in the air, like you served.
Someone's playing tricks on me.
Like, it's just silly. It's funny. I'd love to see that in the court of law, though. Like, oh, he was being served, so I threw it up in the window. I'm pretty sure he touched it or something. Because if you touch it, for anyone who doesn't know, that's basically how those work. It's like if you touch it, that's it. Like that's what makes it like officially legal. It's like you touched it, and then that's it. That's pretty much it. Kid Tannen. And that other guy whose name I can't. Oh, sliding. Very fancy. That was happening when I was skipping through some dialogue with young Doc. Like he was moving. Well, his feet weren't moving, but he was just sliding across the ground. I'm like, man, I must be messing it up because I'm skipping through it and stuff. Oops. Can't believe it took me so long to figure that out.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get him, Matches.
Matches. That's his name. And that's not a glitch, because that happened before.
Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order!
That's funny. So
Don't make me angry, Schmucko.
this is where I
Get
ended
down
it
here and
before.
face the music.
So this is where I'm gonna end it. I just let this go.
You can't get
so
away
you guys
that
can hear
easy.
some of the
Nobody
dialogue,
puts one over on Katana and lives to tell about it. You're dead meat, twerp.
'cause
Better start composing your epitaph now, because I'm gonna carve it into your face in bullets. Get down here.
just to have some of the dialogue in there, because I talk over it a
Only
little bit.
making it
'cause-
worse for yourself.
And also
the
the
longer you
game
stay
does
up
as
there,
well,
the longer I'm gonna
which
take evacuating your
you'll see in the
guts.
Eviscerating.
That right there.
That's what I said.
Which I talk about
So
that in the
if you
next
know
episode
what's
as
good
well.
for you, you'll
So,
get the hell
I'm
down
gonna
from
end this
there.
episode
You
here.
listening?
Thank
I'm
you
a
guys for
patient
joining me.
guy, but my trigger
it's a
finger's
weird
getting
one,
itchy.
like
So I'm counting to
doing
3.
it like this.
One,
Let's see what happens here.
2, 3. I know what comes after 2, dummy.
Just
That's
trying
a
to help,
reference to
boss.
Back to the Future Part 3.
me do the
because
counting.
Mad
Now,
Dog Tannen
where
from
was
the Old
I?
West
Tree.
does that.
You know
It's
what?
like,
Forget counting. Just get the hell down here and take what you got coming, okay? Yeah, I'm talking to you, Crumbum. Get
Crumbum.
the hell off
Never
of there
heard that
and take your punishment like a man.
Mr.
Oh.
Tannen, I've got a few questions for you regarding
Some other time. Can't you see we're busy here?
odd behavior for the proprietor of a soup kitchen, I must say.
Hey, I won't have you incinerating and Prince that my establishment ain't on the up and down.
incinerated.
We work real hard putting up a
Why is his
respectable
mouth
front.
moving?
Charity, goodwill, and compassion. That's what the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen is
But now
all
his
about.
mouth is moving.
Savvy?
I don't understand.
Then why are you no longer making the cellar available for the meetings of the...
You candid about the cellar, sister? The cellar's for private functions. Hey, boss, the kid took a powder. Aw, crap!
All right, so that's actually
Everybody leave me alone.
a great way to end it, because I had no idea that happened. So I'm glad I let that dialogue go, because I kind of ended it early, which you guys will see in the next episode as well, because I was going through the story. So I'm glad I was able to let that go on, and I'll kind of end it exactly, you know, bring it all full circle, which I think I'll get to that in the next one, maybe.
Hey.
Oops.
Hey!
So we did that. Actually, you guys will see that a couple of times due to sheer stupidity and not figuring stuff out. But I'm going to end this episode here officially. I'm actually really glad I saw that, because that was something I'd never seen before, so it's actually pretty cool. But thank you guys for joining me for this episode. Like I said, I know it's a pretty weird one. I'm going to pause it so the dialogue doesn't keep going. I know it was a kind of a weird one. Fortunately, it did come out not too far away from my 30-minute mark, so that's actually not as bad as I thought. I really thought I'd be at like 15 minutes and then I'd be done with the episode. So I'm glad it ended up being like a full episode for you guys, so it wasn't just like, you know, a tiny little sliver of content. Plus it was some stuff that, you know, I didn't even see myself that I got to experience for the first time in this. So even with it being me going through old stuff, you saw my genuine reaction to it. So it kind of worked out in some pretty cool ways. But thanks for joining me for this episode. If you guys have any comments, of course, please put them down in the comment section below. And please join me in the next part.